Chad as Defender of Year?
I think it's fantastic. Chad, is the first three-time winner, which I think is a good reflection of his career. I still think he's shy of national team caps as a result of that, but there's always been strange reasons for that coming up missing. But he's had a great year for us. He's been an important part of our team, but he's one of a number of our team. And, everybody in the back has really pulled together lately and played really well. But I'm really happy for Chad and, that the moves worked out so well for him.
And you got a pretty lion's share of the players' vote, and maybe not quite as big of a gap in terms of the media and the club executives. I mean, what is it about the players that maybe they see in him that maybe some of those other guys missed?
I think the players know who are tougher guys to play against and who does more on the field. I think sometimes as media and as you're further away, and as coaches we're further away, and sometimes that's why sometimes as a coach I like to be right out on the field, because you sort of see what's going on, you see the little things, you hear the talking that sometimes obviously you don't hear from the press box, you don't hear from the sidelines, and those organizational things, the little things that he reads are things that you can't pick up on sometimes when you're far away. So I think the players recognize him for what he did, and I think anytime you have a vote like that, if you're getting the majority of the players' vote, I think that speaks well for the season you've had.
You always talk about being the first to do something. He's the first to win it 3 times. What sort of accomplishment is that?
It's great for him. There's been some illustrious defenders in the league. When you look at Carlos Bocanegra won it a couple of times, and you got to look at in the early years, Robin Frazier won it when I was coaching him with the Galaxy, and he was a rock-solid defender in this league for a number of years. Michael Parkhurst, before he went to Europe, had won it. So, Omar Gonzalez, I think, has won it as well. So there's a lot of guys who've been pretty solid defenders in there. And for him, obviously he spent his whole career in MLS, so that gives him a better chance of winning it 3 times. But, just, again, that consistency. And now to do it basically, I'm trying to think of now, 5 years after he won it the last time, is also speaks for his longevity, and in terms of, that his play really hasn't lessened.
I know you're not a big comparisons guy, but is this about his acquisition about the best trade the Sounders have ever made?
Oh, I don't know. There's been some good trades. There's been some guys that have come in and really helped us as well. But certainly, he was a key ingredient, somebody that we were looking for to help our team this year.
You mentioned the 5-year between these honors. Were the 4 years in the middle any sort of dip, do you think, or is it just a rise with the team's fortunes?
I think a little bit of rise with the team fortunes. I think when a team does well, they always recognize individuals a little bit more. It's like I said before, a national team coach doesn't go and watch the 2 last place teams play against each other looking for national team players. He goes and watches the top 2 teams in the league play against each other and see who's there and who's doing well. So I think some of that comes with the rise in teams' fortunes. And when you look at the past award winners, it's usually you find them usually connected to a team that's done fairly well that season as well. So I think they're interconnected a little bit.
Ozzie back out with the team today. You said the other day that he was at 80%. Where's he at now?
He's great. He's been doing great. He was he went through the full warm-up possession, and then we just wanted him to do some accelerations after that. So he's exactly where we want him to be. He'll do more tomorrow, and I think he'll be ready to go on Sunday.
Lamar back with the team too, it looked like.
Yeah, we're happy to have Lamar back for sure. There's still some things going on for him, but he's able to be back with us right now, and that's a good thing.
What do you guys focus on for this week? Any particular goals that you have in preparation for Sunday's match?
We have some goals, but I'll keep those private. Obviously, we know what we need to do. We know we need to score some goals to win the game. We know we still want to play to 0 at the other end of the field. And so if we play to 0, 1-0 puts us in overtime, 2-0 wins the series for us. We know we got to get forward and we got to score goals, and we're excited about that opportunity, excited about our fans being behind us.
Going back to that whole first things, is that a big topic of conversation or just motivation for this team with this match, knowing that they need to win to even attempt the whole first at the treble?
Yeah, I think that's motivation. But motivation right now is we want to get to MLS Cup, so whether, I don't think winning the treble motivates you more than trying to get to MLS Cup. I think it's all equal, and these guys have ego and they have pride, and, they're going to go after it.
I guess, Is there any difference, playing, I guess, at home as opposed to on the road, to the fact that, their road goals will count more. So if you let one by, it's even more.
Yeah, we understand that. Obviously there's a difference road at home, but they're such a good home team. So obviously, we would have liked to have gotten out there 0-0 or 1-1. We had some chances for a goal as well, and but they're such a good home team. They score goals early. We kept them off the board early, and we accomplished a lot of things that way. Like I said, we were fortunate that Zach stayed on the field. They were fortunate that Omar Gonzalez didn't pick up a yellow card and would have been out for this game. So, all things are equal right now, but we're at home. We won the last time we were at home against them. We just need to play a very good game. We know we're capable of that.
Thanks, guys.